Hey guys, Joss here. So today we're looking at our budget plow build again, guys. We really do need to get this truck finished up, and we're really close to the finish line. We just got to do that interior, get the windows in, a couple odds and ends here and there. But yeah, with spring around the corner, I really do want to get this truck out again a few more times. Of course, you know, once the warmer weather comes, we can unbolt the plow and still have our truck. But just kind of watching some of the footage back, you know, was missing the front windshield and stuff like that, and I got a couple other videos planned that I want to do with this truck, but I really do want to have it complete. So today we're going to look at getting some of the detail bits and the interior and that done. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're just looking at the rear window there. This sticker here is included with the kit. It's not perfectly on there. I know there's air bubbles, but kind of goes with the theme. But all I did with this was I used this Tester's grime pen, and I just kind of put that on the inside and then rubbed it with some just brown pastel chalk, and it kind of gave it that dirty appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the truck there now. All right, guys, so for the interior, we got our Shrink RC bench seat. I showed you guys that before. But one thing I've been wanting to swap out for a while now is the steering wheel. I did 3D print this one here. So we're going to take this off. And also our fabric. I know this isn't really, you know, truly to scale, guys, but I think it looks pretty good on there. So what I want to do is I've just kind of had it sticking on like this. So what I want to actually do is get it glued and tucked in on the actual seat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got my hot glue gun here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. All right, so I got about that much glued so far, guys. So I think what we're gonna do now is just kind of stretch it on the back, and then I'll kind of clamp it and continue to do that, and then we'll do this, tuck the sides last. All right, there it is, guys. It's not perfect, but you know, it's good enough. I think it's going to look all right in the truck. Not sure if we'll end up keeping it long term, but at least for now, looks pretty good. So the last thing to do is just glue our new steering wheel on there. All right, guys, so for the door panels, we got these. These are just primed flat black. I was debating, I was going to paint them like blue to kind of have like a mismatch or something, like, you know, one was replaced from the junkyard. But I think we're just going to leave them the flat black. And then what we'll do is we'll use our wood grain decals on there. And then what we'll do is we'll spray with like a matte clear, just so that those wood grain decals are a bit dull, not too shiny. And then we'll just kind of dust it with some of that chalk dust, just to kind of weather them a little bit. And I think that will look good in the truck. All right, so you can see we got that on there. You can see in the light how shiny it is. So that's kind of what we're wanting to get rid of, that shininess. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of spray these with some primer and some silver. And we'll get these glued on here before we do the matte clear. All right, guys, so when I'm adding the window crank and the door handles, the easiest way to do this without making a mess, what I do, is I just kind of push it in there, put it how I want it, and then you just glue it from the back. That way you don't make a mess. As well as the door handle, just put that in. Like that. And then I'll just take a little bit of glue and just glue that in. This will dry clear. And for the window crank, same thing. All right, guys, so for the dash, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these stickers off, spray the whole thing flat black. We're gonna put the wood grain decals on, and then again spray it with a matte clear, and then we'll just kind of dust it up and make it look kind of weathered. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started removing all those decals and everything. All right, guys, so I sprayed it with some flat black. I don't know if you can really tell there. It didn't really spray the best. My garage was a little bit cold. But you know what? I kind of like that look, to be honest. It does add a little bit of texture, almost like it's used or worn. And that's going to really help when we put the chalk dust on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get our wood grain decals on. All right, and there it is, guys. So again, we're going to put some matte clear on there just to get rid of that shine. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of have some chalk pieces kind of crushed up here. I'm just going to take my Q-tip and just kind of dip it in. And all I'm trying to do is just kind of dirty it up a little bit. All right, so something like that, guys. It doesn't have to look perfect. I just kind of want it to look a little more, you know, kind of worn or used. But you can kind of wipe some of it away just to kind of look, you know, like by the handles and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of do your own thing. And yeah, as long as it doesn't look shiny, that's kind of the main thing I'm going for. All right, so first thing I want to do before we do the interior or anything like that, the door panels, we got to get these mirrors installed. Normally what you would do is put a like cotter pin through there, and then you would just glue the inner door panel over that. I'm not going to put the cotter pin in there, guys. I'm just going to super glue it. It should be fine. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't really want to put that cotter pin in there, but I'm just going to use some basic super glue and just super glue it from the inside there. Okay, so for the side windows, we're going to do sort of a similar thing. I've already cut these. I think the trucks look a lot better with the driver and passenger windows cut. So same thing, I'm just going to use this grime pen. We're just going to kind of dirty up the window. It kind of gives it like a greenish color. We're just going to do this from the inside of the window. And you're just going to want to do it as even as you can. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'll just kind of do it like that. Let that dry. Same with this one. Just kind of do even passes. All right, guys. Next up is gluing in the door panels. Just goes like that. But you can see there's a little strip there that has red and black. I don't know if I want to keep that. I might just paint that strip flat black, just so that it's all kind of uniform. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just paint from here over, just so that it looks better when that panel's in there. All right, guys, now for the windshield, I'm not really sure what to do with this, honestly. You know, I've heard a few things like spraying dull coat up in the air, getting it to lightly mist. I think what I might do is just kind of dump the rest of this dirt on here. Just kind of dirty it up. And I don't know, just give it a wipe off. I just don't want it to be shiny. It doesn't have to be, you know, filthy. But I just don't want it to be like brand spanking new in an old weather truck. So I'm just going to play around with some of this dirt, and we'll get this in the truck as well. Alright, guys, so now it's time to pop the interior in. We could have did more, but I think this is alright for now. I just want to make sure I don't have any fingerprints or anything in the dust. So I'm just going to go ahead and we'll screw this in. Alright, guys, so interior is in. Windows are in. So you can see a bit dusty, but that's kind of like the look that I was going for. All right, guys, so with the interior in now, a couple of last little pieces are the front marker lights, the side ones here, door handles. Like I said, I did 3D print these ones. They didn't really turn out that great, but not sure if I want to use them or just kind of stick with these ones for now. We might just go with these ones for now until I can print a better version of these. I already got these kind of pre-painted, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting all this stuff installed, and then I just have a light kit that I want to get in, and that's probably gonna be it for this episode, guys. All right, so for the door handles, these don't look too bad. These were kind of weathered with rust effects in a previous video, but with all the layers of paint, guys, I cannot get these in. So what I usually do is just take a X-Acto knife and just kind of ream it in, just kind of give it a twirl. All right, guys, just getting ready to put the rear lights in. One of the last things we're gonna do is the light kit. This is from PowerShift RC. This is the OEM light kit, so it's got the aged yellow lights and everything for the headlights, so it's gonna be perfect for this truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the rear, and we'll work our way forward. All right, guys, so one of the last things I want to do here today is I found this decal sheet. I want to put a couple more decals on our back window here, so I think I'm going to go with probably this Hooker Headers one and maybe like K10 or something. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these cut off, and we'll put a couple more on here. All right, and there's the headlights, guys. They have a nice kind of weathered yellow OEM look. Suits this build perfectly, and it doesn't even do it justice on the camera. Looks way better in person, but yeah, I'm really happy with that. Their cab lights and their marker lights and everything. But you can take a look in the interior. So really happy with this build so far, guys. I'll show you the back here in a second. And here it is with the lights off. All right, and there's a quick shot of the rear. Looks pretty sick, guys. Love how this project came together. The stickers look really good. There's a couple of little things. There's 3D printed little shovel there. Our RC4WD chainsaw. This is a little gas can, I think, from True North RC. And, you know, now we got the interior complete. It's a little dusty and everything. We can start adding more little scale details. Like I got this from True North RC as well. Little Tim Hortons roll up the rim cups. You can see it. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it, guys. I have some videos playing with this truck. But yeah, it's just nice to have it kind of complete now. And you know, there's lots more I want to do, but at the same time, I do want to keep this more of a stock looking truck. You know, you could easily get carried away, like with the dually. I kind of went overboard with parts. I just kind of want to have this as just a kind of everyday pickup truck. But just want to let you guys know again, I'll put the affiliate links in the description. Thank you everyone who has purchased products so far. Definitely helps out the channel. And right now you can buy the RC4WD K10 ready to run Scottsdale for $569 US on AMain, or if you want to just buy the body set, they have it for $149. I think it may be on back order right now, but definitely stay tuned, guys. Got a lot more coming. Little sneak peek of a future project. We're going to be building a street truck, and it's going to be based off the Red Cat 64 lowrider, and we got some 26ers and stuff. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a sick build. But I think we're going to leave this one here for today. And again, stay tuned. We have our garage build coming, like I said before. But yeah, I'm going to leave this one here. So just like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.